Knuckles is one of the most popular characters in the Sonic franchise. He's the lone guardian of the Master Emerald who stays blissfully ignorant of the outside world. In Sonic 3, he was created to be Sonic's bitter rival. He has a distinct, yet equally cultural and timeless design. Knuckles boasts some of the most interesting abilities in the Sonic franchise, so it makes sense why the Project M team would want to design a moveset around him. Now, I've gone on record multiple times saying that Knuckles would be my personal choice for another Sonic character based on his potential moveset alone. Again, the folks at Project M agreed with me and made Knuckles an entirely new character who I absolutely adore. There's so much life and nods to his games that it had me squealing like a little kid when I first got the chance to play him. So today I want to go over those references, similar to what Relax Alax does with his Know Your Move series. Of course, Relax Alax isn't going to do it because Knuckles isn't an actual character. All the more reason I should make this video. I don't care if Knuckles is official. This is still a very solid iteration of Knuckles, and I just love Knuckles. Probably tied for my favorite Sonic character with Sonic himself and Metal Sonic. This video was actually inspired by one of you guys. Well, no one actually told me to go out and make this video. I just saw some comment talking about how I was geeking out over all the references, and then I thought, hey, I should just make a video about all these references. I'm a pretty elite Sonic fan, so I knew where most of these came from anyways. This video is really for you low IQ heathens who aren't part of the Sonic the Hedgehog cult and didn't get every reference at first sight. You've all committed blasphemy, but after this video you may repent. Unlike the actual Smash team, the PM team seems to genuinely know a lot about the Sonic franchise. The references to his original games are rich and span multiple games, not just Sonic the freaking Fighters. We finally have some Sonic Battle influence. Seriously, this game is such a good base for distinct Sonic character attacks. The attacks they give the characters are so thematically appropriate, and Smash never uses them for some reason. I'm so glad someone finally decided to use some of these. The references don't really go past Sonic 06 unfortunately, but to be fair, Knuckles as we know him doesn't really exist past that game anyways. Super unfortunate, but it's just the way things are. His fighting pose is inspired but not directly copied from Sonic Battle. His walking animation is Knuckles' run from Sonic Battle. His running animation is from Sonic Advance 2. Not the full speed running animation, that's where he puts his arms behind his back, but sort of the mid-speed animation. Sort of like how in Sonic CD, Sonic has the circle running when he's going mid-speed, and he has the figure 8 technique when he's going full speed. That's like how it is for Knuckles, he's doing the mid-speed animation. If that were Sonic, he would be doing the circle animation. I hope that makes sense. For his idle animation, he winds up his elbow. This looks somewhat similar to his idle animation in Sonic Mania. Sometimes he smacks his fists together, and that's akin to his idle animation in Sonic Advance. His ledge animation is similar to Sonic 3, where you're about to walk off the edge. His stop animation is also from Sonic 3. Special attacks now. His aerial side B is the glide from Sonic and Knuckles. When gliding into a wall, Knuckles can also climb. His grounded side B, or his Z move when you're gliding, is similar to Knuckles' third hit attack from Sonic 06. His animation when he stops gliding and freely falls is from Sonic 3. His neutral B is Dig from Sonic Adventure. The aerial or platform neutral B is the Drill from Sonic Adventure 2. It resembles the Meteor eruption animation from Sonic Battle. Down B is the Spin Dash, similar to Sonic's. He first had it in Sonic and Knuckles. His up B is similar to Sonic's. He pulls a spring out of nowhere. His spring, however, is yellow as opposed to red. In the Sonic games, the red spring sprang you furthest upwards and fastest forwards. The yellow spring was weak by comparison. Knuckles' spring doesn't take him as far up, so this visually symbolizes Knuckles' spring being weaker comparatively. The spring also has a red star outline, which was seen only in the first Sonic Advance game. This also helps juxtapose Sonic's design from Knuckles. His Jab 1 is the Knuckles straight from Sonic Battle. Jab 2 is Knuckles upper, and Jab 3 is Knuckles chop. His rapid jab, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know where it's from. Looks like it might just be a generic rapid jab. There's like a lot of personality in it though, like look at the oomph in his face. Look at his teeth. That's more personality than Sonic has in Ultimate. His up tilt looks to be based off of Enrage from Sonic Battle. Down tilt looks like it's just a general sweeping punch, I couldn't really find anything for that. Forward tilt, same deal, just looks like a Knuckles inspired punch. However, it is loosely based after the Shadow Punch from Sonic the Fighters. And his dash attack is similar to Sonic's forward tilt, being that donkey kick from Sonic the Fighters. Only his, of course, is the one that runs first. His F smash is the deep impact punch from Sonic Battle. The sweet spot lights the opponent on fire, similar to what happens with the sweet spot and how it explodes in Sonic Battle. His up smash is the rising super uppercut from Sonic Advance. The down smash is the Meteor eruption from Sonic Battle. It functions a little bit different as it would need to, being an attack for Super Smash Bros. But still, clearly, no doubt about it, Meteor eruption. These next few moves, I'm not too sure where they come from. If you guys have better ideas, let me know in the comments. But anyway, for his aerials, his Nair just looks like Mario's. I have no idea where it's supposed to be from, if it's from a Sonic game. His up air is a headbutt from Sonic the Fighters. His down air looks to vaguely resemble the Knuckles air hook from Sonic Battle. His forward air is a Meteor attack that takes influence from the Meteor punch from Sonic Battle. Only it seems to loosely visually resemble it, so I'm not too sure if this is completely accurate. But his back air is the backward ramp attack from Sonic Advance 2. For his grabs, there was a lot of creative liberty. They seem to have very vague inspiration from the Sonic games. I'll try my best to explain where they came from, but the inspiration is just really loose. With his up throw, he does something somewhat similar to what he does in Sonic Heroes when he does the third attack. It also looks like it vaguely resembles the dive attack from Sonic the Fighters. His down throw looks to be his digging animation from Sonic Adventure, I'm pretty sure of that. Forward throw might be a vague reference to his headbutt in Sonic Advance 3 in certain team combinations. Back throw seems to resemble the way he threw Ray in the Sonic Mania Adventures cartoon. Now back onto things that I'm actually sure about. His up taunt is him chuckling akin to what he did in Sonic 3 after smashing the Chaos Emeralds out of Sonic. He says he doesn't chuckle, but the first thing he does when you see him is chuckle. For his side taunt, he shadow boxes in reference to his Sonic Adventure entrance animation. Down taunt, he does push-ups because of course he would rather flex his muscles. His final smash is Super Knuckles. It's identical to Super Sonic, which controls like the final boss from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. For one of his victory poses, he glides in and strikes a pose similar to what he does in Sonic Adventure. He makes this same pose right before you click him and start playing. For another one of his victory poses, he shadow boxes and makes a fierce pose harkening back to the Sonic Adventure 2 at clear victory dance. The last victory pose, he digs up from the ground and makes the same pose he does from the Sonic Advance 2 artwork. It's the same pose he makes right as you click on him. Sometimes when he dies, he'll say, "Oh no!" Of course, this is referencing Sonic Adventure, where Sonic and Knuckles fight. Whenever you hit him, Knuckles would say, "Oh no!" It's a meme now, and they had to have it in. For costumes, we have Pink Knuckles, which is in reference to Super Knuckles from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This costume resembles the look of the ancient echidnas introduced in Sonic Adventure. The Green Knuckles looks like Scourge. I don't know, this one looks weirdly similar to Scourge the Hedgehog. It feels kind of weird because they don't really have that many connections. I feel like Sonic has more, like especially visual connections than Knuckles does to Scourge. I mean, they do have some similarities, I'll go over them. They both have a no-nonsense attitude. Scourge's attitude comes more from being a cocky, impatient bad guy, whereas Knuckles just comes from being impatient and ignorant. Scourge is powered by the Master Emerald, and Knuckles, of course, is the guardian of the Master Emerald with a very strong connection to the Emerald's power. So I mean, they kind of are related, but this feels more like a Sonic costume to me, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. The orange costume reminds me of some Pumpkin Hill inspired Knuckles costume, but it's clearly supposed to be a Tikal costume. And finally, we have Jet Set Knuckles, which is similar to the costume Sonic got. Wait, actually, if you hold Z when selecting your character, you can get an alternate costume. This isn't just for Knuckles, it's actually for every character. When you do it for Knuckles though, he gets his hat and sunglasses from the Sonic OVA. Neat. Oh man, I love Knuckles in this game. He isn't perfect, but he's really close. The only things I can think of changing are maybe adding after images to his drilling instead of the red streaks as he has now. I know it's from Sonic 06, but I feel like it's more appropriate to harken back to Sonic Adventure 2. Maybe we could change his final smash into something that's more fitting of Knuckles. What he has right now just feels way too similar to Sonic. I don't even know what they would make it, but I feel like it should be something different. If not, I feel like they could have made it Hyper Knuckles by adding after images. Super Knuckles had no after images in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Hyper Knuckles did have after images in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's literally the only visual difference. This is small, but when he climbs up a ledge, he kind of just stops climbing and drops down to the ledge. I wish he would like actually climb over the ledge like he did in Sonic 3. Small thing, but I think it should be this way. If you guys liked the video, like it. I mean, you made it this far, you might as well commit. I could maybe do one on Shadow and Legacy XP, maybe some other fan characters in fan-created or modified Smash games like, I don't know, Geno or Waluigi from Legacy XP. It all kind of depends on how this video does. I'm probably gonna actually need help and spend a lot of time on those videos, because I don't know as much about other franchises that aren't Sonic the Bloody Hedgehog. Kind of funny saying this after my intro, but if I missed anything or didn't explain something as thoroughly as I could have, let me know in the comments. I need to know if I had committed blasphemy against the Elite Sonic cult. That way I can repent and beg for forgiveness. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Here I come, rougher than Knuckles. The best of them, tougher than Knuckles. You can call me Knuckles, unlike Knuckles, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my knuckles. I'm hard as Knuckles, it ain't hard to chuckle. I break them down whether they knuckles. Unlike Knuckles, I'm independent since my first chuckle. First knuckle, still the knuckles, then no knuckle chuckle. Born on it.